Hello there and welcome along to another Whiteboard Wednesday video. I'm still David Duffett, I'm still with Let the Geek Speak, and we're still talking about one aspect or another of presentations and presentation skills, because that's what we do. Let the Geek Speak is all about helping technical people make powerful and effective presentations that achieve the outcomes they were designed to achieve. Yes, we begin with the end in mind, to coin a phrase borrowed from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So whether you're a technical person that's already making presentations and you want to make them even better by incorporating the hints and tips, the tools and techniques that we share here in these videos, or if you're a brand new person to this, you're just starting out on your presentational career and you want an amazing framework that's going to give you everything you need to make truly powerful presentations, well, we've got something for you. And by the way, that framework is called the Geek Speaker System. It's built on 7 power presenting protocols that are distilled from my many, many years of experience doing this, both in the technical realm and in the more soft skill training realm as well. Those 7 power presenting protocols, just in case you wanted them, are planning, purpose, preferences, practice, participation, performance, and post-event. So we've got all of the bases covered. Now, before I get on to the content for today, which is all about the structure of your presentation, let me remind you about the YouTube channel called Let the Geek Speak, because you might be watching this natively on LinkedIn. And I want you to know about this channel. It's called Let the Geek Speak over on YouTube. You can subscribe to it. You can even click on the little notification bell so that you are informed when new content is added. And of course, while we're doing the YouTube stuff, if you are watching this video on YouTube and you appreciate the content, be sure to click the like so that other people know how good it is as well and they can come and look at it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the structure of your presentation. In other videos that you can find in that YouTube channel called Let the Geek Speak, I've already covered the five key elements to get your presentations off to a great start. I've also covered how to have a powerful ending to your presentations using my QS3 formula, and I've even covered how to organise your material to fit it inside a great framework for a presentation. But what I've never done, and what I'm going to do today, is have this short video to talk about the overall structure of a presentation. And I would like you to imagine with me that this rectangle is your presentation, okay? And like any great presentation, it will have, and like any great book and like any great anything, it will have a beginning, a middle and an end. Now, before we get to marking this up, just on the duration of presentations, this model applies to a presentation of any duration. Personally, I try not to go beyond about 45 minutes in a single sitting, because I believe that the attention span of my audience will probably max out at that stage, and it'll, they'll get beyond caring a bit. And so I try to make my sessions 45 minutes or less. But this model will apply to any duration presentation, but let's pretend that it's 30 or 40 minutes worth. In fact, let's home in on it. Let's go for a 40-minute presentation duration. Now, your first 10% or thereabouts, 4 minutes in the case of a 40-minute presentation, would be the beginning part of your presentation. Guess what? At the other end, we've got the ending. We'll symbolise that with an E. And in the middle, that would also be about 10%, so about 4 minutes in a 40-minute presentation. And in the middle, we've got the main body of your presentation. Now, to find out about great starts for presentations, I've got a playlist in the Let the Geek Speak YouTube channel of the 5 key components. We use this snappy little mnemonic or acronym to remember them of intro. So you might have seen this in other videos that I've done. Intro. And then at the other end, again, there's a video about this. It's not a playlist, it's just a single video about a powerful ending to presentations using my QS3 methodology. And then in the middle, we have our main body. And hopefully, it doesn't have to be, but hopefully that would be 3 major points, because 3s are great in presentations. So we'll put those here, 1, 2, 3, whatever those points might be. So let's just go through this whole structure. First few minutes, maximum of 4, I would say, in a 40-minute presentation, we're doing intro. So we've got the high impact starting. We're going to grab the attention of our audience. We're going to explain why they need to listen, what's in it for them, the benefits they will get. Then we're crystallizing things with a snappy and memorable title for our presentation before going over the range of what we're going to cover, and then of course outlining our detailed objectives if we have them. And even if we do have them, we can still turn this into a little cue to remind us to tell the audience our question policy, because if we don't tell our audience, they might never know. So it's good to get that out there on the table, what you want to do with questions, whether you're going to handle them as you go or whether you want the audience to save them until the end. So that's the first 4 minutes of a 40-minute presentation, so the first 10%. Then the middle 80% is our main points, 1, 2, 3 main points, and everything that you're going to do. So that's the main meat of your message, if you like. And then at the end, our last 10%, our last 4 minutes in a 40-minute presentation, we use QS3. The Q is for questions. We're going to take questions before we summarise. Now, I know lots of people finish presentations with a Q&A session, but to my mind, that's a terrible ending because it lets the presentation potentially whimper away into nothing and kind of die out, die a natural death. I prefer to have a good, powerful, hard ending to a presentation. So after I've got towards the end of a main body of a presentation, I will take questions from the participants, and then I will move on to summarising my main points and then finishing with a powerful 3-pronged ending. And if you want the details, as I said, you can go and find the other videos. There's a playlist of 5 that cover the impact, need, title, range, objectives and question policy, and then there's a single video that deals with this QS3 formula, and there's even a video about structuring your information, so brainstorming what you're going to think about if you're using what I call the bottom-up technique, or coming up with 3 headings if you're using top-down. You can go and find those in all the other videos. So this video specifically is about the structure for the overall presentation, 10%, 80%, 10%, and that will be very, very powerful for you. Now, you don't need to kind of go into military precision on this formula. I'm just giving it to you as an outline, but as a structure, it works incredibly well. And let me just give you an illustration. Have you ever watched the news on TV? Headlines, main stories, summary, which is effectively a repeat of the headlines, maybe with a little bit of additional information, who knows. But you can see this formula play out in all sorts of different situations. The first ad of an ad break on TV is actually more expensive than all of these ones in the middle, and equaled only by the other end, by the last ad in an ad break, because people understand that the beginning and the ending are very important. Anyway, there's lots of other videos to watch on this. I think I've said all I needed to say. I really enjoy telling you these different things that are born out of many years of experience. But here's the thing, even though I love telling you about them, even though I love explaining them to you, you will love it when you actually implement them and see the results that you get, and more importantly, or just as importantly, reap the rewards of being a geek that can speak. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.